Some objects hold a curse that defies scientific explanation. From terrifying cursed objects that actually exist to ancient cursed objects that defy time, these cursed objects in history would escape from Poland. The box, known as the Dybbuk Box, was said to contain a malicious spirit known as the Dybbuk. According to Jewish folklore, a Dybbuk is a malevolent spirit that can possess the living. Mannis soon realized that the box was not just a harmless antique. Strange things began to happen around him after he brought the box home. Lights would flicker, objects would move on their own, and he began to experience terrible nightmares. Mannis decided to sell the box on eBay, but he included a warning in the listing. He warned that the box was cursed and that it should not be opened. But the buyer, a man named Jason Haxton, ignored the warning. Haxton began to experience the same strange phenomena as Mannis. He would hear strange noises and feel a presence in his house. He even suffered from severe health problems, including a persistent cough and hives. Haxton sought the help of a rabbi who confirmed that the box did indeed contain a Dybbuk. The rabbi performed a ritual to contain the spirit, and Haxton donated the box to the Ida Sproul Museum at the University of Missouri. The Dybbuk Box is now locked away in the museum's archives, and it is said to be the only object that is off limits to students and researchers. The box is said to still contain a malevolent spirit, and it is too dangerous to be handled. The Dybbuk Box serves as a warning that there are some things in the world that are best left untouched. Number 5. Robert the Doll. In the heart of Key West, Florida, there is a doll that has terrified generations. The doll, known as Robert, has been the source of countless tales of horror and mystery. The doll was crafted in the early 1900s by a young girl's family servant. The girl, named Jean, quickly became attached to the doll and became her constant companion. But strange things began to happen around the house after Jean received the doll. Objects would move on their own, and Jean would blame Robert for the occurrences. As Jean grew older, she kept Robert in her bedroom, and visitors to the house reported feeling an ominous presence around the doll. Some claimed that Robert's expressions would change when no one was looking. After Jean's death, Robert was passed on to a new owner, who also reported strange occurrences around the doll. The doll is said to have caused car accidents, broken bones, and even divorce. Today, Robert can be found in a museum in Key West, where he is kept behind glass and watched by cameras. Visitors are warned not to take photos of the doll without asking permission, as he is said to curse anyone who disrespects him. The legend of Robert the Doll is a reminder that there are some objects that hold a dark and mysterious power. It is a cautionary tale that has passed through generations and may hold the key to unlocking secrets that have been hidden for centuries. Number 4. The Belcourt Castle Chair. In the heart of Newport, Rhode Island, there is a castle that has stood for over 100 years. The Belcourt Castle, with its opulent interiors and stunning architecture, is a sight to behold. But there is something sinister lurking within its walls. The castle is known for its haunted reputation, and many visitors have reported feeling a sense of unease when walking through its halls. But it is the chairs in the castle that hold a particularly dark and mysterious power. Legend has it that the chairs were owned by a wealthy family who lived in the castle in the early 1900s. The family was known for their lavish parties, where guests would often be seen sitting in the chairs. But after a series of tragic events, the chairs became cursed. Those who sit in the chairs are said to be plagued by nightmares and bad luck. Some have even reported feeling a malevolent presence in the chairs. The chairs are now off limit to visitors, and they are kept in a locked room in the castle. But the legend of the Belcourt Castle chairs live on, and they remain a cautionary tale for those who dare to dabble in the supernatural. Number 3. The Crying Children Paintings. In the small town of Monterrey, Mexico, there is a series of paintings that have been shrouded in mystery and horror for decades. The paintings, known as the Crying Children, are the work of artist Giovanni Bragoli. The paintings depict children with tears streaming down their faces, and their haunted expressions have led many to believe that the paintings are cursed. Legend has it that the children in the paintings are real and that they died a tragic death in a fire. It is said that their spirits are trapped within the paintings and that they weep in agony. Those who have owned the paintings have reported strange occurrences, such as objects moving on their own and the sound of children crying at night. The crying children has become a source of fascination for those who dare to dabble in the supernatural. Some have tried to break the curse by burning the paintings, but the curse only seems to grow stronger. Today, the paintings are kept behind locked doors in a museum where they are watched by security cameras. Visitors are warned not to stare at the paintings for too long, as they are said to be able to hypnotize those who look at them. Number 2. Myrtle's Plantation Mirror. In the heart of Louisiana, there is a plantation with a dark and mysterious past. Myrtle's Plantation, with its stunning architecture and picturesque gardens, have long been known as one of the most haunted places in America. But it is the mirror in the house that holds a particularly sinister power. The mirror, which hangs in the hallway of the house, is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who have died in the house. Visitors have reported seeing the ghostly images of women and children in the mirror, and some have even claimed to have seen handprints appear on the surface of the glass. Legend has it that the mirror was brought to the house by the original owners who purchased it in New Orleans. The mirror is said to have belonged to a woman who was murdered in front of it, and her spirit has remained trapped within the glass ever since. Over the years, the mirror has been the source of countless tales of horror and mystery. Some visitors have reported feeling a malevolent presence in the mirror, while others have claimed to have seen the ghostly reflection of a woman in the glass. The Myrtle's Plantation Mirror is now off limits to visitors, and it is kept covered with a veil to prevent anyone from looking into it. But the legend of the mirror lives on, and remains a cautionary tale for those who dare to dabble in the supernatural. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you are enjoying the video and want to see more like this one. Number 1. Lita the Doll. In the quiet town of Daneville, Virginia, there is a doll that has terrified locals for years. The doll, known as Lita, has been the source of countless tales of horror and mystery. Lita was crafted in the early 1900s, and she was owned by a young girl who loved the doll dearly. But after the girl's tragic death, Lita was passed on to a new owner, who soon realized that there was something very wrong with the doll. The new owner claimed that Lita would move on her own and that strange occurrences would happen when she was in the room. Lita's eyes would follow people around the room, and some claimed that they could feel her presence even when she was not in sight. After years of strange occurrences, Lita was eventually donated to a museum in Danville. But even in her new home, Lita continued to cause terror. Visitors will report feeling a malevolent presence near the doll, and some claim that they could feel her eyes following them. The legend of Lita the doll is a reminder that there are some objects that hold a dark and mysterious power. It is a cautionary tale that has been passed through the generations and may hold the key to unlocking secrets that have been hidden for centuries. Today, Lita remains on display at the museum in Danville, and she is watched by cameras to ensure that no one tries to touch her. But the legend of Lita lives on, and she remains one of the most feared dolls in the world. But the horror doesn't end here. Do you know what is scarier than this? Well, you will be in for a surprise in this next clip. Will you be brave enough to watch, or will the fear consume you? Stay tuned to find out.